Hi everybody, Dan Illman, Mike Beer. The feature race at Aqueduct on Saturday is race number 8. Let's take a look at the field for the New York Stallion Series. This race for 2-year-old fillies. We're expecting a field of 6 running for $150,000. Todd Pletcher's got a graded stakes winner in here, Mike. That's the number 2, Pure Silver, who kind of rode a speed rail track at Saratoga when winning the Adirondack over a weak field. I don't buy that 88 buyer. I think it's a complete anomaly. But I think if she runs her regular race, she is a strong contender in here.
She's the morning line favorite in here. She's going to need, I guess the question really is, as you say, if she runs her best race, she's a strong contender. The question is her best race what she's been running in her 3 starts since that Adirondack? Because if that's her best race, I got news for you. She's not winning this race. She was not good. Listen, you want to give her the excuse for the mile 2 starts back, fine, I guess, but she was awful in that race. Where did she do any running last time? She did no running in that race last time, in a race where the winner, who was a relative big long shot in that race, dueled the pace the entire way. This horse made up no ground in the stretch.
I already know your answer to the question I'm going to ask you about that key sense on November the 24th. Can't you make the argument that that mile race kind of dulled her speed? She needs to be forwardly placed, either on the lead or sitting second. She was kind of off the pace, and she clunked up for a second. I thought it was inoffensive. It was obviously not great, but she's going to get a great trip in this spot.
If she runs, yeah, maybe but she got a really good trip in that race too, because they were dueling in front of her.
I think she'll be sharper in this race.
Maybe she will be, but she was bad last time. If she runs that race back, she is not winning this race, because there's at least one horse to her outside who's in really good form and whose last 3 races are all better than anything Pure Silver's run since the Adirondack.
I think you can easily say this is a very precocious 2-year-old, and maybe they've all caught up to her already. If you're betting the Aqueduct Saturday card from home, please sign up to DRF Bets when you do at drf.com/fall. $300 sign-up bonus is yours when you use the promo code FALL300. Well, the horse she's going to have to beat's the 5, Miss Hot Stones, who I think's run well in all 3 lifetime starts. And last time out, she was supposed to win that maiden race, and boy, did she. She ran off the screen, and she won by 8. And I think these connections have to be thrilled with this post position, because they can let the 1 and the 2 go, and they could just sit a similar trip as last time.
Yeah, it does seem that way. I mean, she's perfectly drawn on the outside, and you're right, all 3 of her races, she's run really. She didn't win either of her first 2 starts, but she ran well enough to win both of them. She was really unlucky 2-back to run into, of course, a Rick Violet first-time starter.
You don't beat them.
You just don't beat them, but she really tried in that race. She earned a huge figure for it, and then she just came back and smashed maidens last time. I got to believe she's in a really good spot here, Dan. All she has to do is run one of those last 2 races back in here. I can't take Pure Silver. I think this horse is going to beat her.
What will the pace be like for this race? Let's find out what our friends at Timeform US have to say with the pace projector. Not surprisingly, they've got the 1, a very fast maiden, Velvet Trini, on the lead. Fans of Pure Silver have to like this scenario, because if you're sitting second off Velvet Trini, I think you have a very good chance of taking this thing over at about the 3/16 pole. I think that the 5 and the 6 will be sort of off the pace as well. Let's talk about Velvet Trini, who wheels back in a week after running second in a $50,000 maiden claimer. She's improved. She's got to improve some more.
Yeah, there's just, she's run against the 2 favorites in this race already this year. She just got buried by them both times, and it just feels like she's in for more of the same here, whether she makes the lead or not.
The 6, We Gets the Money, is 2 for 3 lifetime. Both of those wins came at Finger Lakes. Now, we were talking about the figs before we came on. Only a 60 buyer, then a 64 when beaten, a 59 last time out.
Faster.
She can run faster?
She's got to run faster. I think she can. If I was going to play against the 2 favorites in here, and I'm certainly interested in playing against Pure Silver, I would do it with her. I mean, all 3 of her races are good. I think she's run fine in all of them. I know she was a heavy favorite last time. Just a race that she was supposed to win, and she did win, but I like the way that she won it. And she's got the kind of speed where she won't get outrun in this race. I think she'll be relatively close to the pace in here. She's pretty good.
Bo Arts is stakes placed this year, second in the Colleen and off-the-turf race, but her subsequent dirt starts no good. I guess if she shows her best speed, she can muddy up the pace picture. I'm not even sure she's fast enough to do that.
I don't think that she is either. And to me, anyway, she's only run on turf twice. I think that's her best surface.
Aunt Babe completes the field. It looked like this filly was fairly promising, winning her debut by open lengths with a 59 buyer speed figure, now with a new barn after 2 disappointing performances. Negative formulator fact, but take it with a grain of salt, considering this filly will be a good price. Jimmy Ferraro, a good trainer. Past 5 years, 2-year-olds on the dirt, 0 for 24. Okay, pick time for the New York Stallion Series, race number 8 at the Big A on Saturday. You're going with Miss Hot Stones, who has the upside. I'm hoping that Pure Silver's precocity lasts one more start or two, and then I don't want anything to do with her next year.
Yeah, and listen, I sort of get it. I mean, it's Pletcher with a horse who's already obviously run. I guess who's run the best race, it's probably her, but I think her best race is a little bit phony. I just don't like this horse, Leon. I think the other horse is
You are against, and you're trying to split the two favorites. You're going to go 5, 6, and 2, and I'll go with Pure Silverine here, hoping that Timeform U.S. pace projector is correct. She stalks Velvet Trini. She takes over, and she holds off the late charge of the 5 Miss Hot Stones. I'll go 2, 5, 1, and 6 in the New York Stallion Series. A reminder, if you are betting this card or any card all weekend longs, please sign up to DRF Bets. You know the drill. $300 bonus, drf.com/fall. When you use the promo code FALL, 300, an approximate post time for race number 8, the Big A, on Saturday, 3:47 Eastern. Good luck.